today's edition of Immigration Questions, I have some good news, which I just received about 10 minutes ago. And this good news concerns furloughs. Now, the question is, what is a furlough? Furlough is like a forced vacation where immigration employees will be on furlough, no pay, no work, forced vacation. And that furlough was supposed to start August 3rd. And it was supposed to run for a couple of months. No one really knew how long it was going to run. And the USCIS said they were running out of money, and that's why they had to do the furlough. Then recently they found money, and they said, well, we have a surplus, but we're still going to need to do the furlough because we need money for next year, unless they get from Congress $1.9 billion. Now, there's going to be a hearing held in Congress in about a week, July 29th, and that's going to be discussed at that hearing why they need $1.9 billion when they have a surplus. And even though, and also they want to still raise their fees. So this whole subject of what they're doing and why they're doing it and why they got into such a hole that they needed $1.9 billion, that's all going to be discussed at that hearing. So this is like really important. Is there going to be a furlough? Is there not going to be a furlough? So the good news is it's not going to go into effect August 3rd. It's going to be postponed till the end of August, unless they come up, Congress comes up with the $1.9 billion, and that's going to be discussed at the congressional hearing. Okay, next, because they're in such bad shape, USCIS canceled a contract with a company that produced the green cards and the work permits. And so we're now starting to see delays in the production of green cards and the production of work permits. And in fact, there's a lawsuit going on now against USCIS about the production of the work permits, suing them because right now there's 75,000 work permits waiting to be processed and 50,000 green cards waiting to be processed. This is very, very bad news. And it shows you what bad shape they're in, and hopefully that will come up at the congressional hearing, why they're behind in producing. And well, we know that they canceled the contract with one of the two contractors which were producing the cards. There was another contractor, but a smaller one. And so that's really not very good news. Now, some good news is that on DACA, there was a court case recently, and the court in Maryland, federal court, said that they have to be accepting new DACA cases. So if you think you may qualify for DACA and never did file, you can file now. You can file a DACA application, deferred action for childhood arrivals. So that's kind of hot stuff. Now, if there's going to be a furlough, 13,000 USCIS employees will be stop working out of the total of 15,000. And so this stuff about furloughs and cards not being produced is not really very good news. I hope that I had more news. The only good news I have is that the furlough, instead of August 3rd, is going to be postponed till the end of August. And we want to see what happens at the congressional hearing. And this is going to be very actively discussed. And there are a number of it's going to be a Senate hearing, and Senator Leahy from Vermont is one of the important people involved in this hearing. And some of the people that would be laid off will be in the Vermont Service Center. Leahy is a senator from Vermont. So this stuff about cards not being produced, this stuff about furloughs is really hot stuff, important stuff. And on our next video, I may have some more news for you about it. So thank you for listening. I'll be back again shortly. If you have any questions or topics, feel free to get in touch with me, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you.